5 miles, 43 minutes, 35 seconds, 8:41 minute per mile pace, 143 average heart rate. What a day! What a start to the day. I've been sitting at like 3 and 4 miles for my average daily run, just because I've been trying to build back up to 6 days a week of running. And now I'm starting to build more mileage. Should hit like, oh, stay outside. Should hit like 30 miles this week. And then the week after, I'm back in Knoxville and might have a little training camp. So that should be fun. Great run today. Let's go eat and shower. Alright, fit check before we leave to go golfing. I've got this tailor-made Titans hat that I've had for a while. Blue striped Nike polo. Pants on. Let me try and fix this. I've got these, I don't have golf shoes, so I got these white Amazon sneakers, which I like. Got the Whoop, got the Garmin, as always. Should do a better angle, but oh well. Yeah. Time to go 40 over. Go time.
Does the top button turn on? Yeah, obviously. So it starts recording like and turning on. Sick. Hey. Focus on driving, buddy.
Oh, my new toys in the car.
Does it float?
No, you have to get it like a float case. Called the floaty.
You get the chesty, you get the floaty. Got the heady.
Yeah. Alright, back at the desk. Gotta film the outro. This is the first time, I got the GoPro. I guess I didn't do like well, I guess I could do that now. Alright, GoPro reveal. If you can see that, is the Hero 13 Black. It's got this front screen, there's a camera, and a back screen. And like the bottom for attachments, the little window for the battery and the SD card. Super sick, honestly. I've looked at GoPros before because I think they're awesome and pretty awesome. And I was just like looking through Best Buy and I found this one at a really good deal because it was just open box and had literally been opened. Someone bought it, opened it, returned it, and it was like half price. So, I mean, yeah, it comes with like, just pull everything out. Comes with a tripod. Sick. We've got this case. which has like a little microphone booster. Some other attachments that I have to look at what they do. And comes with flashlight and a microphone protector. I don't know if this is all the attachments that it's supposed to come with, but I have the camera, the tripod, the case. So honestly, very good. I'm super excited. And yeah, it's coming with this like carrying case. There's instructions in here, so maybe I should read those. But yeah, super awesome. See, this is the first time I've recorded with this camera and then also with the GoPro. I think I'm going to try and use it a lot more on runs and for workouts and try and do more of that stuff. Because I don't know, like, obviously I have a phone. I don't know what it is about recording on that I don't like. But I don't have to explain myself, to be honest. I just thought it was sick, happy to be there, good opportunity, whatever. What I wanted to talk about was I've been going through The Mountain Is You, which I read, I guess it was like 2.5 years ago. It was like February 24 when I finished it. So, incredible book, just about self-sabotage and helping you understand what you're doing to sabotage yourself because you're either scared or don't like change. Because our brains like to stay the same. They like familiarity even if it's worse for us than something unfamiliar that could be better for us. And so I'm going through this section, like whenever I read a book, usually I just make this index of pages that I resonated with or ideas on that page that I liked, things like that. And so I'm just going through it, writing down what's on that page and like kind of my thoughts about it. And I want to talk about this one because, so this first section is she's just like listing ways that people commonly self-sabotage. And so like the first one I was writing about was perfectionism. The one I want to talk about today is attachment to what you don't really want. So I think it's a really powerful idea that I resonate with a lot. And then another one is pride, and there's a million more. But that's just what I have right now. But my freshman year of college, I was going through a lot. I was depressed. I had a lot of anxiety just about the future, about what I'm doing. And I really just stopped myself one day and I just felt like I was doing a bunch of things. Everything I was doing was stuff that I felt like I should be doing. I never stopped to ask myself, what do I want? Like, what do I actually want to do? And how do I define success? Not someone else's version of success. And my parents never, pushed me in any certain direction to do something that I didn't want to do that wasn't going to help me. But, it was always, I could do what I want to do, and then they would support me. But I never really thought about that, I guess. I never consciously asked myself what I want to do. I just kind of always figured, oh yeah, I'll go to college because that's what I should do, and I'll do this major because it's good and I should do it. Things like that. I never stopped to ask myself, do I actually want to do this? What do I want to do? And so at that point, in my freshman year, I was very disciplined. First semester, I didn't really party at all, do anything, which I don't think is bad. Now I have fun, and I just turned 21. But towards the end of the freshman year, my second semester, I opened up a bit more. I was having a lot more fun. But freshman year, I was so disciplined because I drank one of the first weekends there, and absolutely broke down in front of my girlfriend at the time. And after that, I was just like, I can't do this right now. Like, this, it made me, like, way too emotional, unstable. And I couldn't do it. So I didn't drink really at all the first semester. And was very disciplined, woke up 5 a.m. every day, went to the gym, worked out, ran. I was playing rugby at the time. And I was doing all this stuff. And at some point, I had to cut a lot of things out in my life at that time. Just because I was so unsure of like what I actually wanted, what I wanted to do versus what I was doing just because I felt like I should do it. So I really cut out so many things. Like, was ready to completely revamp my life. Almost transferred colleges. There was a lot of change, and I needed that space away from everything just to see, like, what do I want to do? Like, who do I want to spend my time with? What do I want to spend my time doing? Where do I want myself to go? What path do I want to send myself down? And I think that's what this really talks about, because I feel like there was a lot of stuff that I felt like I should be doing, and leaving it felt very hard, very weird. And I think it's because, like, we need to define success for ourselves. What is success to us? How do we define success? Not living off someone else's version of success. Because that's going to be completely different from ours. And all this worry about this outwardly success, having a good job, making a lot of money, all these things, like, that's good for the right aim, to help people and to want to support a family. I understand that, like, that's exactly where I'm coming from. But, like, what is it that you truly want? Like, what is the intention? What is the desire that is driving you? Is it to look good in front of other people, or is it to be the best version of yourself? Like, these are the things I'd asked myself at that time, and I was just, it took time, but eventually I started, getting out of depression, and I was letting myself do things that I was like, do I want to do this? Regardless of whether it was good for me or bad for me, which could be dangerous for a lot of people. I don't have, like, any addictive personalities or anything. But that could lead to a very hedonistic lifestyle, and I get that. So I'm not suggesting this. This is just what I did, what happened with me. So the quote from The Mountain Is You that I want to read. We do not have to live the rest of our lives trying to achieve some measure of success we thought was ideal when we were too young to understand who we even were. I think that is where a lot of impulses and desires come from, is our childhood, and, like, how we were affected in our childhood, because you just kind of take that as gospel. I mean, when you're a kid, everything your parents say is gospel. Like, they could tell you anything in the world and you would believe them, because they are superheroes. Like, raise you, like, so, you put so much stock into what they say. And so, like, what I wrote here, ultimately, success comes down to how you define it. Is it a number, a place, a feeling, a title? And often this idea of success is heavily influenced by those around us and their definition of success. Asking yourself, do I really want this? And how do I define success? Are important questions, ones you can only answer. As the man Naval once said, if you can't enjoy a cup of coffee, you can't enjoy a yacht. I think it's the same thing of, like, pushing off happiness. Like, once I get this, once I achieve this, once I'm here, once I make this much money, I'll finally be happy. But that's not how it works at all. Like, one of my favorite definitions is, PJ Fleck. I heard this from Sip Drake, but PJ Fleck said, happiness is letting circumstances dictate how you feel. Joy is having perspective over your circumstances, never letting circumstances impact how you feel. It's like joy, this idea of joy is constant, but happiness is fleeting because it's dealing with circumstances. I think success is the same way. Like, you have to define what success is for you. Because if it is some outcome, you can't control that at all. I could get into a million things that I've probably said before. But what I actually wanted to say was, like, I was thinking about this upcoming year and where I'm going to be a year from now. Graduated. Don't know what I'm doing. Like, honestly, I'm being so honest here. I have no idea. No internships, no, like, jobs, anything lined up. Like, I don't know where in the world I'm going to be. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, where I'm going to be working, anything like that. And that can feel very unsuccessful. And sometimes I feel that, I'm going to be honest, but it is... That's what I was writing about in my journal this morning, my morning pages. I was just thinking, like, what does success look like for me? And I think it can be hard to define it, like, over a lifetime. Well, like, I have no idea what the future holds. But I was like, what does success look like for me at the end of this year? At the end of this school year? After I'm graduated? Like, what does that look like for me? And... two things that really came up that I think define it very well and how I want to view my success throughout this year and towards the end of the year, as the year closes, as I graduate. One, I just want to make sure that I gave my best and took every opportunity that I could and just did everything I could and had a good time, had fun, and did my best in school, in my training, in work, but never letting any of those consume me. I've never been one to worry so much about grades or anything, but having a balance and, like, enjoying time with friends, doing well in school, pursuing my training goals, all of that. And then the last one that I thought was a good definition of success for me was that I want to be scared and excited of what I'm doing after, of where I'm going. I don't know where I want to move. I don't know if I'm going to get a job opportunity that takes me somewhere. I don't know any of that. I trust that the path is going to reveal itself as I work and do my best and pursue what I'm interested in, what I want to do. But I don't know where I'm going to go. But I want to be scared and excited about what I'm going to do after, because I think that is a great barometer for just growth. I mean, I want to move to Australia. Like, that's where, if something, I don't know what's going to happen, but I would love to go move to Australia after college. And that's scary. I mean, moving by myself across the world. I have family over there, but it would just be me, and that does scare me, but it's also so exciting, and I love the idea of it. And so yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna end up, but I do know that I want wherever I'm going after to kind of scare me a little bit, because I think that means I'm headed in the right direction. I can't say I always do that. I'm not great, and I'm working on it, as using fear as a compass, but that's where I want to be headed towards the end of this year. I think it's really important. I wish I could have some profound line to close this out, but I don't know. Follow your fear. Use fear as a compass. And find your own definition of success. Spend time thinking. Spend time thinking about it. And yeah, just enjoy it along the way. Trust the process. Trust the path. Trust the Lord. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. I probably talked way longer than I need to, but I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you watching. And yeah. Stay tuned for more. Peace. Do, 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 do.